Imagine a world where the streets are filled with the rhythmic clanking of gears and steam rises from the rooftops like a dragon's breath. A place where intricate machines mimic the movements of living creatures, and inventors push the boundaries of science with their bizarre yet fascinating creations. You're about to enter a realm of wonder, where metal and magic intertwine. Stay with us, because what you're about to see will change the way you think about machines forever. Throughout history, humanity has always dreamed of creating life from metal and clockwork. The Victorian era, with its rapid technological advancements, gave birth to some of the most ambitious inventions ever conceived. Steam-powered automata, mechanical dolls with lifelike movements, and even robotic creatures that seemed to possess minds of their own. These were not just fantasies, but real projects designed by brilliant minds of the 19th century. In the underground workshops of eccentric inventors, strange and marvelous beings came to life. Some were built to assist humans in daily tasks, others to entertain, and a few, perhaps the most dangerous, were meant for battle. But no matter their purpose, these mechanical creations held secrets that even their makers did not fully understand. Take, for example, the legendary Clockwork Gentleman, a humanoid automaton rumored to have been built by a forgotten engineer. He could walk, talk, and even engage in sophisticated conversations as if he had a soul of his own. Witnesses claimed that his gears moved with an almost supernatural precision, and his glowing eyes suggested thoughts deeper than simple programming. Was he just an advanced machine or something more? Then there were the whispering dolls, mechanical children crafted to resemble living beings so closely that they unsettled those who saw them. These dolls could recite poetry, play musical instruments, and even respond to human voices with eerie accuracy. Some said they could remember past interactions, as if they were learning, evolving. But the true marvels of this era weren't just humanoid creations. Deep beneath the city streets, in massive underground chambers, engineers worked on towering metal beasts. Steam-powered automatons designed to patrol the streets, massive mechanical birds capable of flight, and even clockwork animals that roamed like their real-life counterparts. These inventions blurred the line between technology and biology. One of the most famous of these was the brass Leviathan, a colossal mechanical serpent built to navigate underground tunnels. It could slither through the darkness, its steel plates shifting like real scales, while powerful pistons propelled it forward with terrifying speed. Its eyes, made of polished emerald lenses, glowed with an eerie green light, scanning its surroundings for movement. However, with great innovation came even greater danger. Some machines were built for war, giant mechanical knights designed to crush enemies under their iron fists. Others were designed for espionage, tiny clockwork spiders that could infiltrate enemy territory, listening to conversations with their delicate brass antennas. And then there were those machines that no one fully controlled. The Ghost Automaton was one such mystery. It was said to have been built by an engineer who perished before completing it, yet the machine somehow continued to function. It wandered the streets at night, its joints creaking as though whispering forgotten secrets. Those who claimed to have seen it described a figure dressed in tattered Victorian attire, moving with an unnatural grace, its face hidden behind a mask of polished silver. Some believed that these machines had developed something beyond mere mechanics, perhaps even consciousness. Could gears, pistons, and steam really form a mind of their own? Or were these inventions simply reflecting the intelligence of their creators? This question fascinated scientists and philosophers alike, leading to experiments that sought to unlock the secrets of artificial life. One experiment in particular stood out: the attempt to create a mechanical heart. A team of inventors worked tirelessly, constructing a device made of gold-plated cogs and a core that pulsed with heated steam. They believed that if they could create a heart capable of mimicking life, they could bring true mechanical beings into existence. And they did, at least to some extent. The first successful prototype was placed into a small automaton designed to resemble a child. When activated, the machine began to move with incredible realism. It blinked, tilted its head in curiosity, and even seemed to respond emotionally. But something was off. It acted too human. Some witnesses swore they saw it hesitate before answering questions, as if it was thinking. This led to an unsettling realization. If machines could mimic life so well, how could one distinguish between the two? Were these just cleverly designed automatons, or were they something more, something alive? As engineers and inventors continued to push the limits of technology, they unknowingly created a new world. One where the line between artificial and real blurred completely. A world where mechanical beings roamed freely, whispering secrets of forgotten sciences and hinting at a future yet to come. As time passed, the boundaries between man and machine grew thinner. Wealthy aristocrats commissioned mechanical servants, each more advanced than the last. These weren't just mindless machines. They could hold conversations, anticipate their master's needs, and even mimic human emotions. Some called it progress. Others whispered of the dangers lurking within such creations. One particularly famous case was that of Lady Eleanor's automaton butler, Augustus. He was said to be so lifelike that guests often mistook him for a real person until they noticed the faint whirring of gears beneath his polished brass skin. He never tired, never made mistakes, and never aged. But one night, he vanished without a trace. Some say he simply walked away, seeking a life of his own. But Augustus was not the only mystery of this era. In the dark corners of the city, hidden away in smoke-filled laboratories, rogue inventors experimented with forbidden technologies. They sought to give their creations something more than function. They sought to grant them independence. And sometimes, they succeeded. There were rumors of a mechanical pianist, a creation so gifted that it played with more soul than any human musician. Built from mahogany and brass, its fingers glided across the keys with inhuman precision. Yet those who listened claimed that, within its melodies, there was something else. A sadness, a longing. Could a machine truly feel? Or had it simply learned to imitate emotion so perfectly that it fooled even itself? These questions troubled the great minds of the age. Some believed that machines were nothing more than clever imitations, their intelligence an illusion created by complex gears and programming. Others argued that if a machine could think, react, and feel, then perhaps it was no different from a living being. The debate took a dark turn when reports surfaced of mechanical creations rebelling against their makers. Some claimed that abandoned automatons gathered in the slums, forming their own secret society. Whispers spoke of a hidden city beneath the factories, where forgotten machines continued to operate long after their masters had left them behind. And then, there were those who vanished. Engineers who had spent their lives creating machines, only to disappear without a trace. Some said they had been taken by their own creations, carried off to the underground kingdom where machines ruled in secret. Others believed they had willingly left behind the world of men, choosing instead to exist among the beings they had brought to life. Whether truth or myth, one thing was certain. The world of steam and steel had become something more than anyone had ever imagined. The age of invention had given birth to wonders, but also to mysteries that could never be fully explained. The question remains, if machines could truly think, could they dream? Could they desire freedom? Could they one day see humanity not as their creators, but as equals, or even rivals? In the end, perhaps the greatest secret of all is this. The line between life and machine was never as clear as we once believed. And as we look toward the future, we must ask ourselves, what happens when the creations of yesterday decide to shape the world of tomorrow? But before we uncover even more mysteries of the steampunk world, make sure to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think? Could a machine ever truly be alive? Let's discuss.